Greetings, everybody. We are a day or two behind with our weekend trader update, but today is Monday, January 5th, 2015. Happy New Year to everybody. Here we are, new year, new market, new energy level, new glasses. We are ready to have at it this year. We are looking at, to get the commercial out of the way right off the bat, our only jelly trader trading class of 2015, scheduled for the first week in February. If you're interested, please email me right away. Don at donmillereducation.com. We do not mass market this. It is going to be a very small, tight-knit group, as it usually is. It's the way I like it. And we'll have some fun and some good learning together. Again, if you're interested, follow the links on the site. That's all I will mention of it. Those of you that have been following me on Twitter know it took some time away from the Northeast. And got together with family down in West Palm Beach, Florida for Christmas week. Had a good time and appreciated those that gave me some flexibility in terms of taking a few days to get back on emails and that sort of thing. Market starting off the bat in tremendous fashion today. S&P outstanding rhythm, pace, volatility, reads. It's all there. And after a little bit of mishmash over the Christmas holidays, where you really didn't have that much of an opportunity. There were opportunities, but you really had to be there for those one or two. Today, nice to see participation back in the marketplace. And tomorrow, as I've posted already on Twitter, MATD. For those of you that have been in the dark ages, that stands for Morning After Trend Day. You can see all the acronyms on the Jelly Trader site. Basically, what we're expecting is oscillations at new price levels after the trend move. It starts with Asia tonight. It's already happening, already been trading. Europe in the morning, and then the U.S. session. So you get three opportunities depending upon what time zone you are in. And the great thing about MATDs is if you miss one bus, there's another one right after it, and you can usually size it pretty well because you know the rhythm. Very, very high probability. Most of my income is made on the day after the trend day, not the trend day. I plan to make money, or my goal is to make money every day. Not just hit the occasional home runs. We certainly go for the home runs or go for the doubles and triples where possible because you need outliers. But in terms of high probability rhythm, I'll take an MATD day any day of the week and twice on Sundays, they say. So that is a great start to this year, reminding everybody that this is a great opportunity to clean the slate. You are all living and breathing today for some reason. God has given you this day. He has given you this year. What are you going to make of it? If you're still pursuing your trading career, if you're still struggling, or if you're in a slump, throw that all over your shoulder. You have an opportunity now to start fresh. The beginning of the year is a great time to turn that page on the calendar. Obviously, we try to turn that page minute by minute and clear the brain so that we go on to the next trade, the next sequence, the next day, the next week, the next month, that kind of thing. But the turning of the calendar year is really a great opportunity. You hear a lot about New Year's resolutions. Well, how about making some trading resolutions and tightening up your game? Maybe you've been successful in the past. Maybe you've lost the interest. Maybe you've lost the spark. Maybe you've lost the motivation. How about doing something to energize yourself heading into this year? The opportunities out there are just incredible, and I've said this ad infinitum that the only three things that should keep a good trader from making money is focus, motivation, and showing up. And as I've gotten into my later years in my trading career, it's those three issues, those three areas that I have to continue to focus on, because if I fall down in just one of those areas, then I'm not going to do well. And results will prove that. I've got to stay on my game. I've got to be focused. I've got to be motivated. And I've got to be available. Quick update. Last couple of videos, I talked a lot about my health, if you will, in terms of, I'm 53, trying to go through the whole gamut of tests to make sure everything's okay. And I think I mentioned before, blood work came out fantastic because of my dad with some heart issues before he passed. They're really putting me through every single one of the tests. Heart stress test. I had an echocardiogram today. I'm actually wired today so they can monitor my heart at a 24-hour basis. There's nothing wrong, by the way. It's more just let's go through all these tests and get a baseline where I'm at the age of 53. So I've got a couple more I need to go through. It was interesting trading today with what they call halter on, which is basically a 24-hour monitoring of your heart. So you're supposed to keep a diary, and it'll be interesting because I was long early when the market fell out of bed, and was able to certainly adapt quickly. I was on my game, adapt, reverse, catch the bars midday, and what started off as a rough morning and rough start to the week and really rough start to the year turned around into a really strong day by the end, and really looking forward to tomorrow. But it'll be interesting to see what shows up on the the little iPod type unit here that I'll take off tomorrow. So it's been good in terms of getting a new lease on life, in terms of getting some validation, making some changes, getting healthier and that sort of thing. Linda Ratchke, if you were listening, congratulations to you as well. She's doing the same thing, getting herself physically, mentally fit, spending some time away from the markets. Outstanding. I am so excited for this year. It's just an opportunity for all of us to take a look at ourselves, take a look at what's missing, take a look at what we can do better for ourselves and for others, and just go for it. You know, don't if you're hanging around people that are bringing you down, you know, don't hang around them. If you're caught, you know, listening to a thousand people on Twitter over the course of the day and it's messing up your brain, then cut it out. You know, it's the process of elimination. You know, cut out that which doesn't work. Do less of that which doesn't work. Hopefully do none of that which doesn't work, and maximize that which does work. That's the whole premise for the Chronicles book. You know, if that window of opportunity is there, however you define that window, whether it's in trading, whether it's in life, whether it's within a specific pocket of trading, you jump through it with both feet, because that window is only going to be open for a certain period of time, and you've got to have the balls, excuse my expression, ladies, to jump through it and go for it, and take the results as they are, and you let probability and sample size do the heavy lifting. That's what life is about. That's what this is about. The older I get, the more that I realize that we are human. We will always be human, and you know, we've got to rely on strength, certainly other than ourselves. You know, this is an independent sport, if you will. So it's really one person against one person, or one person against multiple, you know, thousands of people, if you will. But at the same time, you know, we are not here to do this alone. My goal in training traders is to create what I call self-sufficiency. But don't get me wrong, self-sufficiency is such that you don't, you know, have to rely on another individual long-term in order to trade successfully. Okay, and I do mean that in terms of self-sufficiency. You know, if you're waiting for someone to tell you what to do, as a matter of course in your career, then it's going to be too late. Okay, you've got to have the balls again, if you will, to act when few people are acting, or at least the smart people are acting. I'm going to spend some time in this upcoming course, by the way, just mention really quickly that this Inside Edge software that Charlie Cocker and Peter Nanis have been working on. It is so wonderful. It's such a wonderful tool, trigger, safety net in terms of identifying size and looking at charts through the eyes of size only. And it has been one of the best enhancements in my trading that supports everything that I've done, but strengthens it, amplifies it, confirms it, convicts it. It is so great. I get nothing for saying this. It is such a great tool that to look at a chart to see when all the heavy size is trading and filtering everything else out. It's just, I can't say enough about it. I'm floored that more people haven't found out about this, and maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? But if you want to trade with size, that's great. So I talk about self-sufficiency certainly, but there are tools where you can add to your conviction. You can strengthen your conviction in terms of, geez, I think this is a good place to go in, and if you just need that extra push, and I'm not around to push you, which I'll be doing in a few weeks to people, then you know, just to have these little nudges, if you will, is very helpful. So I obviously, you can hear it in my voice, I'm very thrilled, I'm very excited. I've got to make some decisions at this end in terms of my own business plan. I said in a tweet recently that I'm going to be sharing my own trading business plan and goals. I'm going to go back to the scorecard and reinforce that in terms of P&L goals, and I will do that shortly. So what else do we want to talk about here? It's January 5th, folks. We have an entire year, and a year after this, and a year after this, to basically make up for past sins, make up for past mistakes, remember, it just takes that one trade sequence over the course of a day, or that one good day over the course of a week, that one good week over the course of the month, or that one good month over the course of the year, or those really good 1 or 2 years over the course of a career. That's what this is about. We aim and we strive to make money day after day, which is usually the case. But this is about being there for that opportunity and jumping through with both feet. If you approach every trade sequence like this could be the one, so you've got to be there, you've got to be focused, and you've got to be motivated. But every single sequence, every single moment of every day in this business, if you really look at it and think to yourself that this could be the one, this could make my career, this could make my month, this could make my year, because you'll see it, you'll know it, you'll feel it, you'll get the added confirmation, and then you will add to your position. You will create those outliers. You won't start, taking stuff off. You'll actually be hitting it harder. That's what this business is about, just like life. Very excited about this year. Sorry I'm a day or two late. Coming back in 2015, reinvigorated, new set of eyes. Let's see what we can do this year. Have a great, great night. Have a great, great week. Have a great, great year. Take care.